Okay, first and foremost, happy International Women's Day. It's the 8th of March each year. To all women and all aspiring to be women, transgenders, and transsexuals in the world. Happy International Women's Day. Women's Day, International Women's Day, something like that. So happy that. Here's a squirrel. Hello, beautiful. That's Buzzby. Okay. And then what's so that's the first and foremost. Second and last most thing, blocking on YouTube and my understanding of how it works. So it's different than, I'm going to start with the situation. I have not actually blocked anybody on YouTube. I have read on how it works though, so I'll provide that. I'm going to start by explaining, I did used to have social media like Twitter and Instagram and stuff. And I would block people on there. However, I blocked people, so I'm going to explain a little bit how that one works, is let's say there's someone out there, and I'm going to use the case of, so like let's say somebody was following me, and this actually happened on more than one occasion, and they were, maybe it was somebody I knew in person, and they were verbally abusive or physically abusive towards me, and I was like, I don't want them following me on Twitter or Instagram, and I don't know how to, like, how do I get rid of them without making a scene? I'm flinging peanuts. And so I found the most effective way to get someone to unfollow me was to block them and then unblock them. So if someone, so the people who were following me that I did this to, they were following me, I block them, they can't see my stuff, and it removes them from my followers, and then I unblock them and they can see my stuff, but they don't get added back into my followers. So, yeah, I actually did do that. This is Pumice. She's back. She's like, I want a peanut. She doesn't block us. That's right. I don't block the squirrels. And so it was a very effective way for removing people. I didn't want to keep them blocked. I just didn't want them, my stuff showing up on their feed and stuff like that. So I would block them to get rid of them. It does not work like that on YouTube. It actually is the opposite. So like, on social media, Twitter, Instagram, when I blocked people, they couldn't see what I did, but I could still see what they did. It is the opposite on YouTube. So, well, kind of. Buzzby's back. This is how Buzzby got its name. It keeps buzzing me like a bee. It's like, let's penis, please, lady. Oh, I can't decide. I'm on camera. Okay, I got stage fright. Ooh, oh, there we go. And so reading it, it's a case of if a person, so like a channel is the blocking entity instead of a person, because there can be like a bunch of people in charge of a channel on YouTube. So the channel can block another account, which is like technically a channel, even if like accounts are tied to channels kind of thing on YouTube. So like they can block an account or a channel or whatever, however one wants to term it. And when the blocking entity, Pumice is back. Like, me too. When the blocking entity is back, when the blocking entity blocks somebody, the blocking entity is the one who cannot see the channel or the person or the account, channel or account that they have blocked. So that person who's been blocked can still comment on the videos and stuff like that. It's just the person who did the blocking will not see the comments. So, which is like, it's a very interesting thing. I have not done that. I aspire to not do that. I think if someone's really triggered by somebody's comments, they still show up on the video. So like blocking the person might not be the best answer, because if like the person in charge of the channel or like the channel itself, like the collective whole is like, we don't like this comment, it's more work, but it might be more useful to take the comments down as they arise. But I could see why someone would do that. They're like, this person, I don't like their comments, so we're just gonna block them. Or this person, this account, or this channel, which there's a person behind it somewhere in there. So like, yeah, it just works differently. But they can still, both parties can see each other's channel. So it's actually kind of different in that sense, the YouTube version, because it can only block a person from one's own view on one's channel. So like if the person who did the blocking is out on YouTube, and finds a video from this person they blocked, they can still watch the video and they can see what this other person has written off of the blocking channel. It's like a very narrow in scope, well, not narrow, but better word choice, targeted blocking. Here she comes. Are you ready, Pumice? Come on, baby. Come on, here she comes. Beautiful. So it's a very targeted form of blocking, and it works different. So it's blocking one's own self. So like take me for example. If I were to do something like that, it would be me blocking myself from seeing somebody instead of me blocking that person from seeing me. Which is kind of like in hearing like potentially stories of people, or hypothetically stories from people who do it and get the exact opposite. They're like, wait, I heard this person's still commenting on my video. How can they do that? Well, it's because the block works opposite of social media. It doesn't prevent the person from seeing you, it prevents yourself from seeing the person. Which is like, as someone who has blocked to get myself like, I don't know. I'm not saying I would. I'm saying I aspire not to. It works differently. So I thought I would provide my understanding and kind of experience elsewhere on that topic. And again, on my concluding note, happy International Women's Day. And I don't know if there's an International Man's Day. So in the scheme of things, I've already said happy International Women's Day for women aspiring to be women, transgender, and transsexual. So let's go the other way to happy International Men's Day and aspiring to be men's day.